RMU Live. I am Nate Kingston.
And I'm Peyton Hostetler.
Today we have a great show today, and starting off here. On Wednesday night, a man identified as Robert Card, a trained firearms instructor, opened fire at a restaurant in Bowling Alley in Lewiston, Maine, killing at least 18 people and injuring 13. Authorities issued an arrest warrant for Card on 8 counts of murder. Card, who served in the U.S. Army Reserve and had a history of mental health issues, had been committed to a mental health facility in the summer of 2023. The shooting marked the 36th mass killing in the U.S. in the current year. The search for the suspect is still to continue for Card.
We have some more breaking news as a group of Jewish students at Cooper Union College were barricaded in their own library. The mob was trying to break through a barricaded door in the library while screaming profanity and chanting, "Wipe them out." It took police nearly 40 minutes to respond to the matter as the students feared for their lives inside the library. When the police finally arrived to the scene, they could not de-escalate the situation and had to escort the group of students through a back door to get them away from the angry group of students. New information has come out that the leader of the attack was 20-year-old student Matthew Maglori. There has been no comment at this time from Cooper Union College.
In unfortunate news, a 4-year-old boy died after drowning in Washington Township. Tragedy struck as 4-year-old Liam Valdery drowned during a weekend birthday party in Washington Township. The Washington County Coroner's Office confirmed his demise, with Liam found unresponsive in an outdoor pool. Despite efforts to save him, he passed away after being rushed to Penn Highlands Mon Valley Hospital. Our heartfelt condolences are extended to the grieving family during this difficult time. In other tragic news, a gun was discovered in the possession of a student at McKeesport Area High School. The incident occurred just after 8 a.m. on Tuesday, with a security guard uncovering the firearm in the student's bag during a routine check. Thankfully, the student was intercepted at the security checkpoint, preventing any immediate threat to staff and students. The district plans to adhere to disciplinary protocols, and the McKeesport Police will conduct further investigations. Pennsylvania State Police have witnessed a 240% surge in cadet appliances following the elimination of the college credit requirement. Of the 1,545 applicants since the change, 659 hold only high school diplomas and would have been previously ineligible. This 2-month application cycle aimed to facilitate cadet graduation within the fiscal year, yielding an average of 777 eligible applicants. The requirement's future will depend on the results and subsequent applications cycles, reflecting a broader trend of re-evaluating educational prerequisites for job opportunities.
Orkin's 2023 Radius Cities list ranks Pittsburgh 16th, not far behind the top spots. Chicago retains its first place for the 9th consecutive year, with Los Angeles at 2nd and New York in 3rd. The ranking is based on new rodent services reflecting the efforts of residents and businesses to address rodent problems. From September 1st, 2022 to August 31st, 2023, data was collected. Ben Hoddle, an Orkin entomologist, emphasized the importance of sealing cracks to prevent rodent infestations. Well, that's very interesting, but at least we are not Chicago with the rats.
That is very true. Though I kind of wonder if rats like those cities because of the weather.
I hope not, because I do like the cold weather.
Me too, and I hope Bethany has some more news for us. Bethany, what do you have for us in the weather?
Thank you, guys. Let's take a look at our hourly forecast. At 3 p.m., it's going to be 73 degrees. You heard me, a high of 73 degrees. I think summer might be coming back a little slowly. At 6 p.m., it's going to be a high of 70 degrees, and then when we hit 9 p.m., it's going to drop down to 65 degrees. Let's take a look at today's weather. Today is going to be a high of 75 degrees. I think it might be a little trick, if you know what I'm saying. And with a low of 60 degrees, humidity is going to be 51, and then chance of precipitation is going to be 0%. And then tomorrow's forecast, again, going to be a high of 75 degrees with a low of 63. Humidity is going to be 62, and chance of precipitation is going to be 20%. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for tomorrow. And then our 5-day forecast. On Saturday, it's going to be 68 degrees with the low of 56, and it's going to be raining. Sunday, it's going to be raining once again with the high of 68 degrees with the low of 50. Monday, it's going to go down to 54 with a low of 35 degrees, and again, rainy. Tuesday, which is Halloween, it's going to be a high of 46 degrees and a low of 30. So if you are planning on trick-or-treating, please remember to wear some warmer clothes. And Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 43 degrees with it being partially cloudy with a low of 28 degrees. So have a fantastic week and make sure you grab some goodies, and we're going to send it right back for the desk for a real treat.
Thank you, Bethany. Well, at least it's going to be sweater weather.
Coming up, we have some events happening at RMU that will put you in the Halloween spirit. We also have some updates on the UAW strike and House Speaker, which is all coming up right after this.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
on a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
Mentor.
Actor.
it's time we take a step forward
it's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. You ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Can I get the now bar, please?
$1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure.
$1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
Welcome back to RMU Live. Are you looking for a gourd way to celebrate this spooky season? On Monday, October 30th from 6 to 7 p.m., the Society of Women Engineers is hosting a gourd painting workshop. Students will get the opportunity to express their creativity with color on the most Halloween-centric art mediums. To guarantee yourself a spot for the event, RSVP on RMU Revolution and get ready to paint the night away. Midterms are finally over, and the Office of Residence Life is ready to help students celebrate. On Monday, October 30th from 7 to 9, they are hosting the Witches and Wizards Halloween event in the basement. Free food will be provided, along with a movie and a trivia game for prizes. This is a great opportunity for students to de-stress after a long week of studying and exams. You can sign up for this event on RMU Revolution to ensure your share of free food and an evening of fun, games, and spookiness.
Now also, you can come support the RMU History Club early next week. They are hosting a Halloween bake sale, and we'll be selling all spots of spooky treats. The booth will be open from 9 a.m. on October 13th to 5 p.m. on October 31st in the Nicholson Rotunda. You can pick up all spots of cream-filled pastries and blueberry pies to help raise funds for the History Club. This is sure to be to curb all of those Halloween sweet treats cravings, all while benefiting the History Club. If you are looking for a scary challenge this Halloween, look no further than the Halloween Escape Room hosted by Biomedical Engineering Society. Join them on October 31st from 6 to 7 p.m. for a Halloween party with games and free festive food. All RMU students are welcome to participate in this event, which will take place in the John Jay Center. You can RSVP for this event on RMU Revolution.
RMU Fraternity Kappa Delta Rho is hosting a haunted house charity event on October 31st from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. The entry cost is $5, and all proceeds go to the Andrew McDonough Be Positive Foundation. The event will be held in the Wheatley Cafe, complete with music, food, and more. This is a perfect way to spend your Halloween, all while supporting a charity. Now we got sports with Amir.
Thanks, guys. The island had a busy week as both men's and women's hockey teams were home. After tying both games in Erie versus the Mercyhurst Lakers, the men's hockey team hosted Holy Cross. The Crusaders took Game 1 3-1, and then on Saturday, RMU came back from 3 down to get it to go to a shootout. The women's team didn't have much luck as they fell to Princeton, and they hosted the Clarkson Golden Knights. The Knights took both games with a combined score of 7-2. The volleyball team continued their Horizon League play. On Friday, they beat the Oakland Grizzlies 3-1. Then they were swept by the Cleveland State Vikings next. And then on Tuesday, they fell 3-1 to Wright State. On Saturday, the women's soccer team had their senior day versus IUPUI, and they fell 1-0. The men's soccer team fell to Oakland 1-0 as well. Heading downtown, the Pittsburgh Steelers went to SoFi Stadium, as many fans know it as Pittsburgh West. Kenny Pickett had one of his best games of his career, going 17 for 25 with 230 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and they also got 2 rushing touchdowns from Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Matthew Stafford went 14 for 29, 230 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. On Sunday, they will now host the Jacksonville Jaguars at 1 p.m. Heading to the rink, the Penguins lost to the St. Louis Blues 4-2. And then on Tuesday, they lost to the Dallas Stars 4-1. Jake Ontiger was stellar in the net for the Dallas Stars. And tonight, the Penguins take on the Colorado Avalanche at 7 p.m. in the Paint Can. That's all for me. Let's head back to the desk.
Thank you, Amir. Up next, we have news on a senator's arrest and who the new House Speaker is coming up after the break.
It's been difficult because I hadn't been able to see my grandchildren.
I can't wait to get back to field trips with my school.
Not having to think about putting on a mask.
I really can't wait to get back to life, really.
I miss all my friends. I miss taking pictures in school.
An expression on someone's face when you do something nice for them.
COVID-19 vaccines are available, and they're the first step to safely getting back to things we miss most. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision about COVID-19 vaccines.
Imagine being fired because of who you love. Imagine being denied medical treatment because of who you marry. Imagine being evicted because of who you are. Millions of Americans don't have to imagine this. They have to live it. Because in 30 states, it's legal to discriminate against LGBT people.
It's time to make an informed decision about COVID-19 vaccines. The dangerous new Delta variant is more than twice as contagious as the original virus and can affect anyone. Right now, 9 out of 10 hospitalizations and deaths from COVID are among unvaccinated people. Getting vaccinated might save your life, and there's now an option that's fully approved by the FDA. Learn more at getvaccineanswers.org.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like, if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back to RMU Live. Now, as Peyton said before, U.S. politician Stephen J. Wilson, a Washington state senator, was arrested in Hong Kong for carrying a firearm without a license at the airport. He claimed it was an accidental mistake and reported the issue upon discovering the gun during his flight from San Francisco. TSA is investigating the incident, and Wilson may face a TSA penalty. Wilson faces court proceedings and potential penalties in Hong Kong, where the possession of firearms without a license is a serious offense. The United Auto Workers Union initiated a surprise strike involving 6,800 Stellantis employees at the Sterling Heights assembly plant. Emily Schmidt has the details. Now, Representative Mike Johnson was chosen as the House GOP's latest Speaker nominee, yet he lacks the 217 votes required to secure the position, highlighting the ongoing struggle to replace Kevin McCarthy. Oust weeks ago, initially Representative Tom Emmer was nominated but withdrew due to resistance from the right wing and criticism from former President Trump. The House faces uncertainty as it struggles to elect a speaker, with Amir becoming the third nominee to exit the race.
The largest Hindu temple in the U.S., Baptist Swimmerman Ascardam, is opening in Robbinsville, New Jersey. This 183-acre marvel rivals major temples in India and will officially be inaugurated on October 8th, welcoming the general public on the 18th. Yogi Trivedi, a scholar and temple volunteer, sees it as a representation of the American dream, bringing India's sacred geography to central New Jersey. Despite some controversy and legal issues during construction, it's anticipated to become a popular pilgrimage site for Hindus worldwide.
Coming up, after months of Chinese defense minister missing, the Chinese government has made some changes. Right after this.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
Watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
On a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
Mentor.
Actor.
it's time we take a step forward
it's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia. You ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Can I get the now bar, please?
$1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
Welcome back to RMU Live. After months of a Chinese defense minister missing, the Chinese government has announced that the minister has been removed. China's defense minister Li Shangfu was fired on Tuesday after disappearing from public view for 2 months, becoming the second high-profile minister to recently lose his job without official explanation. His disappearance follows a series of unexplained shakeups that have disturbed the country's upper ranks, including the ousting of former Foreign Minister Qin Yang in July. Oddly enough, Lin's expulsion has removed a major roadblock for the resumption of high-level military talks between China and the United States. The Chinese government has repeatedly declined to comment on Li's whereabouts and reasons behind his absence. The Wall Street Journal reported that Lee was taken away in September by authorities for questioning, citing a person close to decision-making in Beijing. Lee was appointed defense minister in March and has not been seen in public since late August, creating intense speculation about his fate. The U.S. government is keeping an eye on the changes and are continuing to further U.S. and Chinese relations. Aid agencies have been calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, with one saying at least 2,000 children in Gaza have been killed in the past few weeks, as Israel intensified its bombing campaign in the surrounded city. The defense minister of Israel stated that the country is preparing for a multilateral operation on the militant group Hamas that controls Gaza from the air, ground, and sea. Inside Gaza, cut off from the world by a near-total blockade, Israeli airstrikes have decimated entire neighborhoods, leveling homes and schools. CNN drone footage from Monday showed the level of destruction across parts of the Strip, with whole streets flattened and an entire row of buildings destroyed in central Gaza. Latest figures from the Palestinian Ministry of Health in Gaza said the death toll resulting from Israeli strikes on the Strip has reached at least 5,087, including 2,055 children.
A female lion named Asu was pregnant when she was abandoned at the private zoo in Ukraine at the start of Russia's invasion. She was moved to another facility in Ukraine where she gave birth to 3 cubs. Yorkshire Wild Park said it was working to get a permission to move the lions to the UK before Christmas. For now, the family of 4 is at the Poznan Zoo in Poland, where they have been temporarily rehomed. Yorkshire Wildlife Park is hoping for a roaring success for a perfect new beginning for the lioness and her cubs.
Bobby, the oldest dog ever, died after reaching the impossible age of 31 years. His death was announced on Friday by veterinarian Dr. Karen Becker at an animal hospital. Bobby's owner, Lionel Costa, said that he always roamed freely without a leash or a chain, lived in a calm and peaceful environment, and ate human food soaked in water to remove seasonings. Bobby lived his entire life in the small Portuguese village of Concarrios, where he was often seen wandering with cats. Bobby's prolific story almost had a different ending, however. When he and his 3 siblings were born in the family's woodshed, Costa's father decided they already had too many animals at home. Costa and his brothers thought their parents had taken all the puppies away to be destroyed. However, a few sad days later, they found Bobby alive, safely hidden away in a pile of logs. The children hid the puppy from their parents, and by the time Bobby's existence became known, he was too old to be put down and went on to live his record-breaking life.
A home in Virginia is going all out for Halloween. CNN has the story.
Even in the daytime, it's a little creepy, but that's what the Woods family is going for.
We do this to create a safe environment for the community to come and enjoy Halloween and have somewhere to go that they can get candy and be scared and all the good stuff that Halloween is supposed to be.
And when the sun goes down, the scares come out.
It's really cool during the day, but it gets way cooler at night because we have fog and we have lights and black lights and everything glows in like a different way.
The Woods family spends thousands every year on decorations, and each year the display changes.
I would spend whatever to see the look on the kids' faces and the adults' faces when they bring their kids. It's just enjoyable.
Whether it's a haunted doll, a skeleton dog,
The treasure of your deepest fears.
or just jack-o'-lanterns, there's something for everyone. And come Halloween night, the display will be even more over the top.
It's going to be scary on Halloween.
Now, I don't know about you, Peyton, but that's a pretty creepy house.
Yes, it is. But it's all being done in the Halloween spirit.
Now, with Halloween coming up just this next Tuesday, what are you dressing up as, Peyton?
I haven't officially decided yet. I do have a couple of options on the table, but we'll have to see what happens.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm always for those classic slasher movies, so I might pull out the old Michael Myers Halloween fit. But that's all we have today for RMU Live. I am Nate Kingston alongside me with Peyton, and we will see you next time.